Hey everybody, it's Chris Bello. Welcome to the Entrepreneur Motivation Podcast. In this episode, we're going to be talking about a book that I just started reading and I've heard a lot of good things about. I'm enjoying it so far. It's called Who, Not How. And I'd heard this several times on multiple podcasts recently, and I got so much value from just the name alone. Instead of asking yourself, how can I do this? You're asking, who can do this for me? And that is a huge shift. Many of you know I love talking about productivity. I love mindset. I love outsourcing and delegating and eliminating whenever possible. And my cat jumped up on my desk here, so you're probably going to see her if you're watching the video. Yep, here she is. But anyway, I took a couple of notes down from what I read so far, and I wanted to share. The book starts off, and first let me say it's actually from Dan Sullivan as well as Dr. Benjamin Hardy. And I believe Dr. Hardy wrote the book, but Dan Sullivan reviewed it and blessed it because Dan is a huge proponent of who, not how. And so he actually didn't co-author the book. He practices what he preaches, and he enlisted someone else to write the book and take his ideas and make it into this book, which is kind of cool. And so I've gotten a lot of value from this book already. Here's an example that the book talks about. It talks about how Michael Jordan, the world's best basketball player, or arguably one of the best basketball players of all time. He was amazing, but he still needed a team. He couldn't just win championships with his skill alone, right? A lot of us are the entrepreneurs. We feel like we know how to do everything. No one can do it as well as we can. We're the best at that thing. And we struggle with letting go of the reins and finding help to do certain tasks. Michael Jordan couldn't win championships on his own. He needed a team. He needed a who, not just the how. And so we tend to ask ourselves, how do we do something? That's like the first question we ask. How do I do this? I'm not sure how to do it. How do I do it? And you can find out how to do it and you can learn how to do it, like building a website on WordPress, for example. But that puts the onus on you, and that kind of gives you something to work on. One thing that the book mentions that I jotted down that I thought was pretty cool was who. When you ask yourself the problem, like the question of who, that creates results versus how creates problems. Let me say that again. Who creates results? How creates problems? When you're always asking yourself, how can I do this? Now it's your homework to figure out how to do it or how to teach someone how to do it, versus when you ask, who can do this for me? It changes everything because now you're not having to do it. It's not on your plate. You are just assigning it and delegating it to somebody who can help fulfill that vision or dream that you have in your business, in your life, wherever it may be. And then one more quote that I really thought was valuable and that I shared on my Instagram and Facebook stories says, when you do find that who, you'll see how ridiculously simple it was for them to produce your desired results. Then you'll begin to see just how small you've been playing. You'll begin to set bigger and bigger targets, and you'll commit to those targets faster by getting the who that is equipped to produce those results. So a lot of people have achieved what we're wanting to achieve, and oftentimes you can shortcut it by just going to them and seeing if they can produce that result for you, whether you partner up with them or just pay them for consulting, or if their company helps clients do that thing that you want to do, you can hire them for those services. And so I'm just challenging you to ask yourself who, not how. And this is a great book. Again, I recommend it. I'm probably about halfway through, just started reading it a couple days ago. Quick, easy read, but you can get so much off the title alone. Who, not how. Stop asking, how do I do this? How do I do that? How do I learn this? How do I achieve that next goal? Because so much more can get unlocked when you start asking yourself, who can help me do this? Who do I know? Or better yet, who do you know who can help me achieve this goal? And that's something that I've been doing more recently because I'm connecting with people. I'm getting on podcast calls. I've been getting coffee with people, and they always ask that at the end, especially if they're in a complementary business. They're like, how can I help you with your business? Like, who is it that I can connect you with to help you grow your business? And lately I've honestly kind of been like, dude, I don't even know. I'm just trying to make new connections and make new friends. And if we can help each other in some way, awesome. If not, no worries, which is cool, right? I'm coming from that place of abundance, but I want to get more clear on what is it that I truly want. And that way, when I articulate it clearly, people know who that person is that I would want to connect with to help me get further in my business. And so I got to do some homework on that and just define, like, who is it that I'm looking for? What is it that I'm wanting to accomplish in my business? That way, when I clearly articulate that and I talk to people and they ask me, hey, is there anyone that you're wanting to meet? Is there anyone I can introduce you to? I have that thing where I can be like, yeah, I'm actually trying to meet someone who does X, Y, and Z, or A, B, and C, right? And they may have someone who comes to mind instead of me just leaving it up in the air. Like, I don't know, if you just know anyone who needs real estate help, have them hit me up. That's kind of vague, and chances are it's not going to stand out enough to them where even if they run into that person 2 months from now, they're not going to remember to let me know about that person. Versus if I'm super specific and maybe I put it in a sentence to them via email, email or text, or just kindly remind them, hey, by the way, this is what I'm looking for if you happen to run across anybody, and remind me again what I need to be looking out for you as well, so we can continue to benefit each other and make valuable introductions instead of meaningless introductions. Not that introductions are ever meaningless, but sometimes people think they're doing you a favor by introducing you to someone where there's really no synergies, and now you feel obligated to have a call with them or do a Zoom call or get coffee, when really there's no clear way on how you can help grow each other's businesses. So just wanted to share this message real quick, impromptu, jotted a couple notes down before the show, but mostly came from the heart. Hope everyone's doing well. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're on YouTube, share this with your friends. If you've got any questions at all, real estate related, shoot me a DM on Instagram or book a Zoom call. Would love to chat about it. But with that being said, I'll catch you on the next episode. Thanks so much and talk to you soon.